Hey guys, I'm Fabian from Emutex. In this video today I'll show you how to add sensors and actuators to your ubiworx gateway and how you can use the local logic feature of ubiworx to apply custom behavior to them. So for this setup you need an Intel Edison with an Arduino breakout board, a power supply and an ubiworx account. Then ubiworx has to be installed on the board and it has to be connected to the ubiworx cloud. And as hardware you need a serial temperature sensor and a LED. And on your computer you can use any operating system that can run a web browser. Now let's get started. First of all, plug the temperature sensor into the USB port and connect the LED to GPIO pin 3. Then make sure that the switch between the USB ports over here is set to the big USB port, like in this direction. So let's add some sensors to ubiworx. For that, open your web browser and go to broker.ubiworx.com and click on the image to get to the login page and enter your credentials, which is Fabian Demo and my password in my case. And you should see your gateway listed on the dashboard. Make sure it's green and connected to the cloud. And click on its name and you will see the dashboard for the sensors, which is empty. So let's change that and hit the add button over here and select the sensor type. For the serial temperature sensor, it's SERTEMP. And have a look at the type field over here. You can either choose actuator or sensor, and sensor is fine in this case. Now give it a name. I just name it temperature, which is straightforward, and give it a unique ID. Now have a look at the hardware address. It is already preset with def tty USB 0, which is fine in our case, so we leave it like that. And have a look at the range as well. It's from -20 to +50 degrees, which is also fine. So go to the bottom and hit the save button, and you should see the success message over here. And you can just stay in this form and go back to the top and select another sensor type, which is GPIO Edison for the LED. And this time for the type we select actuator and not sensor, since the LED is an actuator and we can turn it on or off. And just give it a name again and a unique ID. And look at the hardware address. It's preset with 2, which is not correct in our case since we connected it to GPIO pin 3, so change it to 3. And have a look at the range as well. It ranged from 0 to 1, which is okay. We only can turn it on or off. So go to the bottom and hit save again. And go back to the dashboard. And you can see the sensors are listed here, but they are still red. To change that, hit the sync button over here and refresh your browser. And you should see them turning green. And let's check if they work. So click on the LED and turn it on and turn it off again. And click on the temperature. And we can see its current value is 24.2 degrees. So now let's add some custom behavior to them. Now make sure you're in the sensors dashboard. Then click on the local logic button over here and you will see the so-called rules sheet and you have logic nodes over here. Now just grab a local input node and drag it on the sheet. Double click on it and enter its name, which is just its ID. Click OK. And now grab a constant and double click on it again and set its value to 26. Now grab one of the function nodes, the greater node, drop it on the sheet again and connect the temperature sensor to it just by dragging a line from the temperature to the greater. Same with the constant. And now select the local output node and drop it on the sheet. Double click on it and enter the ID of the LED. And now connect the greater block to the LED. And this logic now should trigger the LED or turn it on every time the temperature exceeds 26. So let's save this, hit the save button, and go back to the dashboard and hit the sync button and look at the temperature sensor. And if I heat the temperature sensor, the LED should eventually turn on. There you go. Now let's check the interface. And it shows us 26.5 degrees, so our logic works just fine. And that's it. You successfully added sensors to your gateway and you also applied custom logic to them. So thanks for watching, guys. Have fun with ubiworx and create great things with it.